Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Eric, and welcome back into the card closet for another episode. So pumped. Just the other day, my COMC order arrived, and I'm excited to show you the contents of it. You know, whenever you get something from COMC, it's kind of like opening up a time capsule because their model is that you can purchase cards and not have them shipped until you get quite a bit of cards built up, and that way you can combine shipping on them all and becomes much more economical. And so some of these cards I bought as long ago as 11 months. So it's kind of exciting to dig back in and kind of remind myself what I was interested in during those periods of time, and the different football, basketball, baseball seasons. You know, lots happened in 11 months. So let's dig in. I'm going to start with the baseball cards. Then I'm going to move on to basketball. And then I'm going to move on to football. So if you're only interested in one or the other, you're more than welcome to jump ahead. Here's the baseball stack. I like how they give you penny sleeves on each one. They well packaged a box within a box, which is good because it took a little beating in the mail, and but the cards inside were not damaged at all. So very appreciative of that. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the timeline of events with my COMC order. I know there's a lot of people with COMC orders that they're wondering when they might receive them. So based on my data and where you fell or fall in line before or after me with your order and request, maybe this will help you estimate when you might receive your order. So that will be at the very end of the video, so that those that aren't interested in that don't have to watch through that. So let's start with baseball. These are not in the order that I purchased them and put them in my cart. These are just going to kind of be in random player order. So first of all, picked up this Panini Prism, red, white, and blue of David Ortiz. Here's a 1993 Pacific of Roger Clemens. Yeah, we're going to give Roger a stand. And here is a 1995 Pacific of Roger Clemens. Very shiny. Love it. Picked up a few Nomar Garciaparras, Pacific Revolution, Pacific Prism, PRISM, and Pacific Revolution. Let's go to a Hall of Famer here, Pedro Martinez. Pretty much the same cards as the Nomar cards. Getting into current players here. My favorite current player, here's a Bowman's Best Refractor, Chris Sale. Topps Chrome Prism Refractor, Chris Sale. I love that snakeskin texture look to it. Another Bowman's Best Refractor. No etching on that one to catch the light. Another Topps Chrome Prism Refractor. Darker background, so it doesn't shine quite as much. Here's a Panini Prism Red. Another Topps Chrome Prism Refractor. Look at that. That is one awesome card. I love it. Here's a Panini Prism Red, J.D. Martinez. Bowman's Best Refractor, Rafael Devers. Topps Pro debut, Rafael Devers, when he was in the Gulf Coast League. Bowman's Best Refractor of Devers. Another Topps Pro debut when he was with Greenville, which is A level. Another Bowman's Best Refractor. Another Topps Pro debut when he was with Salem, which is also A level, but the higher A level. I'm hoping these pro debuts take off and get popular. You know, they are pre-rookie cards, but they show the player in the uniform of the team they played for that year, which I think is really cool. Here is Devers' rookie card, Panini Revolution. Here's his Donruss Optic Holo. And his Panini Prism Red. His Topps Silver Pack. And moving on to Mookie Betts, here's his Panini Prism Red, White, Blue. His Panini Revolution. His Panini Revolution, the Cosmic Parallel. His Panini Prism Red. His Topps Silver Pack. Got some Xander Bogaerts from Topps Pro debut for Greenville, Portland Sea Dogs, which is AA. Some shiny cards of him. Here's Andrew Benintendi with Lowell, which is low A. Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr., the red prism. Dustin Pedroia, the red, white, and blue prism. Dustin Pedroia, this this might be the silver pack, or it just might be the silver refractor from that year. Don't remember. And then Tim Tebow. I'd like to pick up his minor league cards as well. I'm a big Tim Tebow fan, but his cards are, I think, overpriced. So I've kind of been waiting. And the rest of them here are just set fillers. So let's move on to basketball. If you were jumping ahead from the beginning, this is where you want to start watching if you are looking for basketball. Start off with a Kobe Bryant Upper Deck card that I did not have yet from just the base. I realized the only Michael Jordan cards I had with him on the Wizards were the Topps base issues. So I picked up his upper deck. Then I picked up the upper deck from the next year as well. Just wanted a few more Jordans on the Wizards in my collection. Here's a Hall of Famer, Elgin Baylor, finest refractor. Always looking to beef up my LeBron James. So I picked up an early Skybox Hoops card of his. And Donruss card. Another Donruss from a year or two later. And another Donruss. Needed more LeBron, now that he's on the Lakers especially. Here's a Pacific Revolution, Panini Revolution. They both had Revolution. Got to keep that straight. Base card. Here's a card I picked up, a while ago when I knew that he was on the Lakers and was playing a significant backup role at center. Dwight Howard. This is from his first stint with the Lakers about 7 years ago. But this purple Crusade is one of my favorite card designs ever for basketball cards. And so Dwight had one on the Lakers, so I picked it up. These are numbered to 49. Picked up a silver Spectra of Brandon Ingram. Then we get into some interesting stuff here. So this is a Revolution of Lonzo Ball when he was on the Lakers, but this is the Galactic parallel. So there are probably about 11 of these in existence, is the estimate I've seen. So that's Lonzo Ball Galactic. Here's a Kyle Kuzma Revolution card, Impact parallel. Here's a guy I wanted represented in my collection because he didn't have a terribly long tenure with the Lakers, but coming in, he was a 28-point-a-game scorer. I wanted to get something unique of Isaiah Thomas, so I picked up his Orange Spectra. Did not have a lot of Lakers cards made, and this one is numbered to 5. I also picked up his silver Spectra from that year too. I might try to pursue the Wave Spectra that year too. Who knows? All right, here's a Panini Silver Prism, D'Angelo Russell's rookie year. D'Angelo's having a nice little career for himself. Here's some shiny Lakers from Revolution. Got D'Angelo Russell. Julius Randle. Julius Randle with the infinite parallel. Julius Randle with the Nova. Next year, Julius Randle with the Infinite. Then the following year with the Base. Revolution again. And then the Galactic for Julius Randle. So again, about 11 of these in existence. It says Galactic in the upper right-hand corner there. So super cool. Jordan Clarkson's base from Revolution that year. And his Nova. These were all so cheap, I figured I might as well just pick them up. They're just cool. Player I really, really liked when he was drafted out of Stanford by the Lakers was Anthony Brown. I wish he would have stuck around longer than just a couple years. But very impressed with this young man. And all these cards of his were $1 or less, so I figured, why not? They're all that same rookie year of his revolutions, but all the different parallels. So this is angular. This one is really shiny, and it's numbered to 100. I forget the name of this one right off the top of my head. This one's numbered to 25. I think it's the Futura. I went through that phase where I was just in love with these Revolution cards. Here's his Infinite parallel. His Nova. This one's numbered to 75. I think it's Sunburst. And then also picked up his rookie card, Galactic. Very reasonably priced for, players like this. If you want to get a Galactic and say you own 1 out of 11, pick a nice player that you like. Maybe isn't a star, but just somebody you appreciate just for the way they are or how they conduct themselves or just for being a good role player. You can get these Galactics a lot cheaper that way. And then some set fillers. So the set fillers for baseball and basketball here are going to result in some joy of a set completed type videos. So I'm excited about that. That's the end of basketball. Move everything aside here. Let's put this Galactic. Yeah, it's probably too heavy for that. We'll just put it right there. All right, now we're moving to football. So again, if you jumped from the beginning, jumped ahead, this is the time to start watching if you're a football fan. Not as many different cards from football. Got this many, so it's the least of the 3. But going back, trying to figure out what shiny Jerome Bettis cards are there. So I found that in 1996, Pinnacle put out this Epics product. And Jerome Bettis, there's a game parallel right here. Nice and shiny. The Bus. One of my favorite players of all time. Who doesn't like the Bus? And then from that same set, there's a Season parallel, which shines like that. Very beautiful. Love those. And then I went through a Troy Polamalu phase when I found out he was going into the Hall of Fame, and I went through COMC and I just picked up all his Topps Chrome refractors that I didn't have, which was about all of them. I only had a couple. So I'm going to run through those quick. Here's one of his early day, 2006, I believe, Topps Chrome refractor. Here's 2009. Here's 2011. Does that picture capture the essence of what Polamalu played like or what? He's obviously taken an interception or a fumble back, getting near the goal line, reaching out for the pylon, hair flying through the air. What a great guy, what a great player Polamalu was. Here's his 12 Chrome refractor. These were all very reasonable. I think I got most of these for $2 or under. I don't know, these days what they're going for, but at the time I added them to my cart. Here's 13. I mean, every one of these cards, these action shots, he is just all out playing. They capture him pretty well. Getting near the end of his career here, here's a 14 Topps Chrome refractor. And here's his 15 Topps Chrome refractor. Picked up Hall of Famer Rod Woodson, Donruss card of his that I didn't have. Big Ben. There's a few of his cards I don't have yet from various sets. Here's a Hines Ward rookie card for Bowman. Here's his rookie card for UD Choice, which was Collector's Choice, but for 1 year before they went away, they called themselves UD Choice. Some Plaxico Burress rookie cards. Cordell Stewart, go Buffs. Rest in peace, Rashaan Salam, go Buffs. And then the rest are a bunch of set fillers. And so that is my COMC order. 21 minutes so far, folks. Thanks for sticking with me if you're still here. And now, finally, before I go, I'm going to just show my background, or what I'm calling my card closet experience with COMC. Hopefully this will help you all. So the cards that I just showed you were all added into my cart between February 11th and August 14th of 2020. On August 14th, I requested the cards. So COMC will not ship your cards to you until you make a formal request for them, and then anything you've got in your pile, they send you at that time. And I think it was 135 this time. When you submit the order, they give you an estimated shipping date, and they gave me an estimated shipping date of 11/16, November 16. This was my 8th COMC order in the last 2 years, and usually that estimated shipping date is a week out. So this was unusual. November 18 came, and the status was still showing that the cards had not been sent yet. So I sent their customer support an email asking for a status on the order. The next day, I received an email back, very pleasant, said that, sorry, your ship date has passed, and we will be shipping those ASAP. So I was happy about that. I sent them the next day an email thanking them for their good customer service and for being willing to check on that for me and get it sent out. They sent me a reply email that same day telling me, you're welcome. We take, pride in doing all we can for our customers. Something to that effect. On January 2nd, 2021 now, I had not received any cards yet, and I had not seen my status change to shipped. So I emailed them for a status update again on January 2nd. I did not receive a reply to that email. Again on January 10th, I emailed for a status update. And in this one, I indicated that I had friends in the online community that I noticed had been receiving their orders and were kind of making it public, when they had requested and when they received. And it appeared that people that had requested after me a ways were getting their cards already, who were doing the standard economy shipping like me. So I requested a status, and I received an email from them saying, yes, we see that your shipping date has passed and we will get those shipped ASAP. This email and this email were word for word identical, copy paste of each other. So then The next day, I replied back. I replied back through email telling them that their response was a copy-paste of the response they'd sent me a month and a half earlier. And I requested someone do a physical order check. So I asked somebody to physically go find my order and check on the status. The next day, I received a notification that my cards had been shipped. Did not receive an email reply to this, but I got this the next day anyway. And of course, that made me happier than anything. And then on the 14th, my cards were received 2 days after they were shipped. So that is my COMC experience with this last order. And for this video, I'm just stating the facts, and I will let you do with them what you may. And thanks for sticking around with me here. Probably one of the longer talking videos I've done in a long time. Appreciate you sticking around. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Eric checking out. Take care, everybody. Bye.